Back, the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson had a birthday party during the first COVID-19 lockdown in June 2020 when social gatherings indoors were banned, according to ITV News, a report from them in the last few minutes. Mr Johnson's office is quoted by ITV as saying, in response, a group of staff working in Number 10 that gathered briefly in the Cabinet Room after a meeting to wish the Prime Minister a happy birthday took place. He was there for less than 10 minutes. That report from ITV News. Boris Johnson having a birthday party during a lockdown, apparently. Our chief political correspondent, John Craig, joins me now from Westminster. John, we're waiting to hear from Keir Starmer and his reaction to that. But tell us more about these reports.
Claiming that there was a birthday party, a surprise get-together on the afternoon of June the 19th. That's the Prime Minister's birthday, just after 2 p.m. That was a Friday. That day, there was a news conference in Downing Street hosted by Gavin Williamson, who was then the Education Secretary, announcing that schools were going back. At that time, the rules were you could have a gathering of 6 people outdoors, 2 people indoors. Now, the Number 10 spokesman goes on to say that ITV News is saying later that family friends were hosted upstairs in the Prime Minister's flat. This is totally untrue, Number 10 is saying. In line with the rules at the time, the Prime Minister hosted a small number of family members outside that evening. That's from Number 10.
So, I mean, Boris Johnson racking up these parties, or alleged parties. Will Sue Gray, do you think, be looking at this one on his birthday?
There are 2 allegations here, one about an event in the afternoon, another about one in the evening. On the first one, Number 10 is offering an explanation. On the second, a denial. Now, the first one, according to ITV News, it's alleged the PM's wife, Carrie Johnson, helped organise a surprise get-together for him on the afternoon of 19th of June, just after 2 p.m. Now, a surprise get-together, you could argue, if it was a surprise, the Prime Minister wouldn't have known about it. What Number 10 is saying about that is that they gathered, a group of staff working in Number 10 that day gathered briefly in the Cabinet Room after a meeting to wish the PM a happy birthday. He was there for less than 10 minutes. Now, the ITV report says up to 30 people attended the event in the Cabinet Room after he returned from an official visit to a school in Hertfordshire. ITV News understands the interior designer Lulu Little, not a member of Number 10 staff, also attended. At the time, she was renovating the Number 10 flat. Now, the second allegation, ITV News also understands on the evening of the 19th of June, family friends were hosted upstairs in the Prime Minister's residence. That's presumably the flat above Number 11 Downing Street, in an apparent further breach of the rules. Now, on that, Number 10 says, this is totally untrue. In line with the rules at the time, the PM hosted a small number of family members outside that evening, the Number 10 spokesman added. Now, the rules at the time were 6 people outdoors. Number 10 not saying exactly how many were there, but it says a small number of family members outside. So, 2 allegations. One, there's an explanation. The other, there is a denial.
OK, John, thank you very much.